It's not about losing the damn weight. That's far too short-sighted. Welcome to 10K Tuesday. Woo! All right. Survey says. Come on now. Yes. There we go. Here we go. Finally. I thought maybe I'd come up short. All right, what's up? Welcome to 10K Tuesday. Hi, my name is Scott, and here on 10K Tuesday, we always run 10K, 10 kilometers, and we're striving to make 10K. I've got that as a fun goal here. It's a goal worth failing for, and anyway, I'll start with the money part if you'd like. My vehicle for accomplishing this goal is day trading, and this isn't a day trading channel. It's just something that I put my mind to, and seems to sort of be working out. So I'll go ahead and splice in this clip that I shot for you about 6 a.m. this morning. Typically, in an election year, right around this time, the market has kind of a pullback for a couple of months, and it's happened that way since like 1949 or something like that. And so I've put in sell positions at the tippy top, which were very difficult to do and sustain, and to keep those positions. I'm not going to get all into that. We're right around the 5,000 mark there, which is pretty cool. And I started this process a couple weeks ago, so it's not like I just did this today, this morning. This is not a day trading channel. It's just something that I've studied on. There's no guarantee. There's I operate from probabilities, possibilities, and certainties. It's probably going to go up today, possibly won't. Possibly, the only thing that's certain right now is going to do something. The sun's certainly going to come up here next few minutes. Anyway, I hope that helps, and this is where we're at for the money part of 10K Tuesday. All right, welcome back. So we've just come off the run, and what I want to talk about here today is losing weight is not the point. If you know somebody who's struggling to lose weight and get fit, by all means share this video with them, because I'm going to drop some gems on you that I know to be true. And I've got this channel because I'm practicing teaching, because I believe, well, it's not just my belief, it's pretty much true, that a person doesn't know what in the world they're talking about truly unless they can teach it. So teaching is just another level of learning for me, and I know that with becoming fit and losing weight, it's not losing X amount of pounds that does the job or did the job for me. So I'll speak personally at first. It's becoming another person, not becoming a different person, becoming another person, deciding that, I want to become another person, right? And so let's label that person an athlete. So if I decide I want to be an athlete, athletes do certain things, athletes do not do certain things. It's not about losing the damn weight. That's far too short-sighted. And for example, there's case after case after case of people that lose an astonishing amount of weight and gain it all back. For example, I'm just freestyling here, but I think like a really high percentage of folks from that show The Biggest Loser, like 90% of them or something, all gain the weight back. I've got some more examples here that I want to use to reinforce this. Compartmentalize that for a second, come back to it. It's summertime. What's summertime? Wedding season. I just got back from a wedding. I was a groomsman in a wedding. Okay, so groomsmen all in our 40s. And so what comes out? Pictures. What happens with wedding pictures? They're for a lifetime, right? We know that we're going to get immortalized in this shape and form forevermore for these wedding pictures. And that's when people have a startling realization that they haven't been doing the right things. So you hear a lot of "suck in your gut," when the camera comes around, or "just shoot me from here up," that kind of stuff. It's jokes, but it's not jokes. It's very real, and people are talking about like splitting their pants and stuff like that. I listened to this the entire weekend. All right, for an example from this weekend. One of the groomsmen was about 35 and another one was 20. We had a 20-year-old in the mix. and he called the 35-year-old Paul Blart Mall Cop. And the 20-year-old was real thin, and you know, like most 20-year-old males, thinks he's always going to be thin and he's never going to die. And the 35-year-old, he wasn't feeling too good about that, and he confided in me. He said, you know, the part about working out is, you know, I feel like I should work out on Thursday and wake up buff on Friday. And I was like, thank you for realizing that, because that's what I always preach. People think they should work out on Thursday and be buff on Friday, and they don't know they need to change into another person. Like, working out is what you do. It's not a means to accomplish a goal. It's part of your lifestyle. It's what you do, because it does. Getting buff is a secondary effect. It changes your life and raises your energy and your frequency and your vibration. Anyway, so the fella that got called Paul Blart, man, I hope that pissed him off. And I hope that inspires him to make a change. Anyway, you could just see the pain in his face from hearing that. Incidentally, Kevin, the fellow who played Paul Blart, I think he lost a bunch of weight. You know, kudos to a lot of those actors in Hollywood that they lose the weight. Kevin James, yeah. And, oh shoot, who's the other fellow? Noah. He was in Moneyball. He lost a bunch of weight. Looks great too, man. Good for those guys. Even Zach Galifianakis, he lost a bunch of weight. Looks great. Good for them, man. To reinforce this thing about becoming another person, let me tell you something. You're going to become another person whether you like it or not. You have no control over it. The cells in our body, they freaking like are born, grow, and die every like 90 days. We're continuously regenerating cells. So we literally are not the same people we were like 90 days ago. So think about it. If you're 46, you surely are not the same person you were at 36, 26, 16. Do you see what I mean? So now that we're conscious of this regeneration, we can take hold of it. And even though we're growing older, we can decelerate the aging process, or at least find a way to thrive again. And, you know, once we're present-minded and we realize, okay, you know, it's like making a copy of a cassette tape. I'm talking to you Gen Xers out there. You know, the more copies you make, the more degraded the sound quality is off that cassette tape. Well, it's basically like what we are when we get over the hill. The cells that are replicated, they just ain't as good as what they used to be, right? So we can take hold of that, and we can at least try to make the quality of those tapes that are being copied over and over again, we can slow the degradation. I hope I'm getting through to you out there. We can take the reins of this thing, this big meat suit that we're wearing called our bodies, and we can, you know, we can take hold of it, we can control it, we can raise our vibration, we can raise our energy, and we don't just have to be floating along rudderlessly down this river of life and just hoping for the best. I hope this is helping out there, because it's helped me. And I talk about what I know to be true. You know, I can't tell you how to build a freaking hotel. I don't know how to build a hotel, but I can tell you how to build a body. You can build a damn bear, you can build a body. That's why it's called bodybuilding, right? My 10-year anniversary is this year. My father-in-law lost over 100 pounds for those wedding pictures. He was joking around calling it his big day. Within a year and a half, he gained all that weight back. And it's because the goal was to just lose weight. The finish line was the wedding, and that was it. You know, it was not, he didn't want to change who he was. He's just, I want to lose weight. So a good exercise is to envision who you want to be like. You know, literally, like, you know, vision boards, the stuff that people make fun of, but they really shouldn't because they freaking work. Take a picture of who you want to be like. Take a picture of yourself, cut your head off, stick your head on his body.
Something like that.
I'm serious. It seems like a stupid exercise, but it works. But what that is that psycho-cybernetics. That's going to guide your brain to become that freaking person. Find somebody that's about your height. For example, most of the guys that get into working out, they all think about Arnold Schwarzenegger as if there's no other bodybuilders. There are plenty of other bodybuilders. Arnold Schwarzenegger is 6'2". I'm not 6'2". I'm like 5'8". So yeah, I admire him, but for some reason, my brain didn't click till I found Frank Zane. Frank Zane's 5'9", and he won Mr. Olympia 3 times. And I was like, okay, that's in the freaking ballpark. Ding, 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 ding. We got a match. To make lasting change, we need to change into a different person. And, you know, as we get older, one thing that I've discovered is we can either accelerate the aging process or decelerate it. And so, you know, that is certainty right there. We're certainly going to get older, but what we do can change that process significantly. And for example, I also have my 30th high school reunion coming up, and I guarantee I'm going to go there and I'm going to see folks that look a lot older than age 48. I'm going to see some folks that look younger. I'm going to see some folks that are 30, 40, 50 pounds heavier than we were when we were 18 as well. And this is not me judging, I'm just reporting. You know, I mean, I had a 20-year reunion, and so I've got a pretty good taste of what's going to come up on the 30th. Wind, I hope I'm blocking out the wind. Okay, so I've touched on a few things. Oh, you know what, by the way, shout out to my main man, Patrick. He sent me pictures of, he's in the Navy, he's in California, and he did a crazy 2-mile run up a trail with a 1,000-foot elevation gain. And man, good for you, Patrick. Man, I'm so stoked. And for anybody else out there, you know, these 10K Tuesdays, I hope they're inspiring you to run. Get out there, get active. You're gonna feel like $1 million on the other side of that self-inflicted adversity. And remember, it's not about losing the freaking weight. It's about changing into a different person. And that's going to, you know, the weight loss is secondary, man. I hope I'm drilling this home. I'm hoping I'm reaching somebody out there. Do not waste this day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at least next week. I'm committed to doing this thing. And take care. Adios.